Ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about two of them. Introducing Liberty laptops from CALIX Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you crypto laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to CALIX Solutions and explore our Liberty laptops and crypto laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calixsolutions.io now or call 7028458276 for more information, because your online safety is our priority.
And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world, Bitcoin Ben, along with Patrick. How you doing, brother? How's St. Louis weather?
It's actually gorgeous today. We were saying we're hitting 70, sunny, yeah, and then tomorrow we got rain, 70, and then we're back in the 40s. So just if you want
70. Wow, that's like half your age.
Yes.
All right.
It is. Yes. Thank you.
So let's jump right in here real quick. You and I, for the last few weeks, we've actually been talking about AI and our laptops and all of everything wild that's actually going on. And I sat this morning and I watched several very technical AI shows of like some really on the cutting edge of AI and AI agents. And it really opened my eyes to, I already knew how revolutionary this was, but it really kind of, where this is going is so fundamentally revolutionary and completely deflational from like YouTube and Google and OpenAI and all of these other large corporations. Because let me run something by you real quick. With the agents we have now, and when I say agents right now, it's basically an agent system called OpenClaw. All right. Just with this technology, this software, this agent technology that runs on your laptop, it's exclusive to your laptop. It's yours. There's no reason that you can't actually create or have your agent create what I would call uClaw, which would be a software that would go out and grab all of the relevant videos that you would find interesting and load them in your uClaw software. And it can it can reach it from anywhere. You actually granted access to your YouTube or your Rumble or your actual like Netflix or something like that. And it could also use uh, other areas of the internet that aren't so login necessary, shall we say. And you can have your claw bring that all in and show you, hey, this is what I found on the internet today based on your personal algorithms. So what this can actually do is remove the algorithmic control from YouTube and actually put it in your hands locally on your laptop, where YouTube can offer you or suggest a video or show you something in there that's going to nudge you which way or another. This would actually be your very own, what you want to see and not what they suggest you see. So this removes the nudge out of the systems we have now. When you hop on YouTube or you hop on X or you hop on Google, they're nudging you with information. Where if you hop on Yahoo News, they're giving you the news they want you to see. Where you could have a software written using your agent, and you could actually call it something like like News Claw or something like that. That would search Yahoo News, all these websites, and only bring you what you have set up in your choices in your software. So it eliminates their influence even to what you see. You see what you want to see. So if you hate Trump and you're like, I never want to see a damn thing from Trump, your Claw News or News Claw, whatever you want to name it, will bring you nothing about Trump. So I don't give a shit. Fuck it. And that is the power of this technology, and that's just one example.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's. I guess the question I have for you is: have you let your mind kind of run on this? And well, let's see, what else could you apply to this?
I could do that. That's one thing, but I can also we can also look at it from the perspective of what happened in cryptos today. And you know, that's still a news gathering. It's a data gathering process. And I think that's primarily where I go with it, is that I'm using it as a means to not just gather data, but to process it and distill it to a usable quantity, usable commodity. And that's where I'm at. I don't know how much I would use it, though, to skim news.
Well,
I guess I guess you'd have to.
How about this? I'll use an example I know you would use.
Okay.
Let's call it shop claw. All right. And your agent knows what you like what kind of food you cook, what the recipes are, what you add in, what you like, what brands you like. And once a day, it heads out and it checks local prices of your sauerkraut. And it was like, hey, I found your sauerkraut on sale here. Do you want to buy it? And you're like, well, yeah, okay. And it ships you, or you know that your sauerkraut's on sale down the road. Or, hey, could you research the herd information for deer population in the area where I own my hunting property? And it can head out and it can gather all that information, be like, how many does were tagged in that area, you know, and really what makes it important is it's your information specifically for you.
Right.
And there isn't any algorithmic preferences where if you type that in on a search engine, your number one headline is you're a bad person because you shoot deer. You know, it's plus it removes their ability to really track you as an individual.
Well, see, I don't know that it does remove that, because if I'm opening myself up to receiving information from all sources, I'm still going.
You can choose where it.
Sure, I could, but if I say, you know, I want videos on how to create a dovetail cut for a cabinet. It goes to YouTube, it goes to Rumble, it goes to any number of different places. I'm still going to be subject to the algorithms that YouTube puts out, but I don't necessarily have to choose that video.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still going to be scored. They're still going to offer things up, but my agent isn't going to say, yeah, I want that suggestion from YouTube.
It's what your agent would do that you really don't have time to is scroll through all of the clips, because if your agent heads over to YouTube and searches for how do I do woodworking, whatever, it can look through all of those videos over and over again. And then if it sees ones that are popular, it may send you those, but you could also set it up where you have preferences. You know, it's like, I want to see some of the suggestion ones, but I'd also like to see some lower viewed ones.
Right.
You know, that may not actually be algorithmic, really attractive, It has a lot of good actual information in it. And I guess what I'm saying is these agents give you more agency over what you see than just hopping on YouTube or Rumble and using your own time that you could be doing something else. It would take you hours. Trust me, I know.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Right.
So it's plus as I let like my mind wander, I'm like, okay, because this is what people need to wrap their heads. There's always a decentralized version of everything. An example is you have the market. Wherever there is a market, there's a black market. And that black market is the decentralized version of the market, which means less regulation. I gave an example earlier of we have banks, then we have pawn shops, then we have local lenders, or as we used to call them, bookies. You know, walk in and go, hey, I need to borrow $500 until next Friday. That guy knows you. He's kind of a neighborhood guy. You know, he's kind of the lender of last resort, you know. And but that is a decentralized version of a lender, you know. And so I knew as soon as we had OpenAI and Anthropic and we had Grok, that would lead to a black market of AI. Well, that's exactly what Claude, I hate to say OpenClaw, because number one, it's hard for me to say, and number two, it reminds me of OpenAI, which I can't stand. Sam, he can go suck a dick, which I'm pretty sure he does on a regular basis. But this is software. Software can go viral as it actually decentralizes. That's what we've seen with this Claw software, is it went viral because it's just software. But that virality, or however you would say that, it actually going viral will happen over and over again because it's just software. It isn't like you're shipping, you know, hey, we have great hot dogs over here, you know, let us ship you ribeyes, and you know, you aren't shipping a physical good.
Right.
Where this is just software. Now, is it early? Abso-fucking-lutely. You know, this is like they kept saying on these shows, this is Wild Wild West, which means there's a high probability you're going to get your ass fucking shot. But the Wild West led to the knowledge value of the locals that originally lived in New York. New York at one point was the Wild Wild West. And that evolved into New York. And those who were early to New York are now the wealthy landowners, or were the wealthy landowners because they saw the evolution of New York. And that's what I want people to realize is it's just, this is so much like Bitcoin. So much like Bitcoin. Because you have a bunch of cyber punks that are writing code and seeing what works or seeing what doesn't work. And then we have Satoshi Nakamoto. No one knows who the fuck he is. But he adds a few lines of code, and all of a sudden, motherfucker, this works. Because we say Satoshi Nakamoto invented Bitcoin. That's like saying Ford invented the wheel. All right, the technology evolved into actual Bitcoin. And the last necessity of the software for it to achieve a usable goal was Satoshi Nakamoto adds some code and says, here we go. This solves the double spend issue. And then it fucking goes viral. Well, this is the same thing. And if you know anything about the early days of Bitcoin, you had to basically be a software engineer just to mine the shit. You know, you had to know generally know what you were actually doing as it rolled out. This is that same moment. This is that same moment. And that's why I am so hyped about it. It's like, holy shit, this one guy just released this code which allows you to have a local agent on your hardware that is local, only local, on your hardware, just like Satoshi Nakamoto and that group allowed you to own your money. This is owning your agency. This is owning your algorithm, your knowledge, your data. And what's going to happen, mark my words, and everyone is saying this, is agents are going to recognize, they're going to recognize Bitcoin and Lightning nodes. We already have examples of them doing that. Because what the agents know is the same thing we know. If I send a transaction from me to you using the Bitcoin blockchain, no one can say no. And that's what agents work on, is what is the most reliable API. Because what your wallet is it's an API into the blockchain of the Bitcoin. That's what your wallet is. It's just an API wrapped up in a user interface that looks like a wallet. These agents are going to realize, and they already are, well, if I'm going to send value, yeah, I could use a credit card, but that could be rejected or turned down or whatever, or reversed or whatever. Or I could use Bitcoin and I'm done. Voila. And you have a receipt on the blockchain that the AI can reference, which AIs, that's what they do. They reference. They're little reference agents. This aligns perfect with AI and also Bitcoin. Oh, I just find it fascinating where this is all going, because Google is toast. OpenAI is toast. Now, will they not exist? No, they will exist. Right? But just like we've seen lately, what's going on with them? You have OpenAI is sending money over to NVIDIA, then NVIDIA is sending money over to OpenAI. It's like, what do we got going on here, guys? Well, this is a product, and I'm reserving this, and the AIs out there, OpenAI, Anthropic, these are all agents of these are all AIs of knowledge control. I've said this in the past. Anthropic and OpenAI, they're just the new Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right.
Because if you set the definitions of reality, then you control reality. These agents, they actually give us digital AI agency, where China has open source AI. Now, am I saying that's good? No, fuck all that stuff. Now, but you have AI that you have to pay for. That's OpenAI, Anthropic, all that. Then you have free, which is China. And remember, when it's free, you're the product. And then we have another layer that's going to roll out. And I think there's several cryptocurrencies that are linked with this. You'll have decentralized large language models. And one that comes to mind, and you might remember this fucking cryptocurrency called Filecoin.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That was that was made for AI.
Yeah, it was.
All it is you hold files on your computer in a decentralized fucking database. That's what Filecoin was. You just hold files. It's basically a blockchain, what the fuck do you call it? Napster. You hold files, and you share the files, and you earn rewards of the Filecoin sharing the actual files, which is exactly what Napster was, except it was free.
Yeah. Yeah. Until they got shut down.
Yeah. Because once again, that they didn't like it because it was decentralized, and it basically robbed all of the artists of their royalties, which is understandable. It's like, hey, you put out music, you own it, you fucking created it. I remember Lars from fucking Metallica was losing his mind over this.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, they're taking our money, they're taking our money. And so what did they do? They worked with Apple, and Apple creates the iPod and then they create Apple Music store. And so they actually took a decentralized idea. And they moved it into a centralized system using your cell phone as the agent or hardware of control. Well, this is what's happening right now, except in reverse, where you have AI at these huge corporations, and you have these I won't call them hackers because they aren't hackers. They're basically like revolutionaries in tech, and they're like, yeah, I can replicate that into a local agent, and we can actually decentralize this. And that's what's going viral is, hey, you can use their shit, and you can actually pay them like whatever, $49 or $100 a month, or you can have an agent on your laptop and not pay them shit, because your agent looks for information in all sources. Now you can link your agent to Anthropic or OpenAI or XAI, and it can use those free services because most of them have a free, area. And but if everyone's using the free areas, then how are they going to make any money? Because remember, these agents have logic training, which means as long as they have a little information, they can logic tree out from there and reach a logical conclusion without all of the information. All right, hang on 1 second. Word from the sponsor.
Ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about 2 of them. Introducing Liberty laptops from CALIX Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you crypto laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to CALIX Solutions and explore our Liberty laptops and crypto laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calixsolutions.io now or call 7028458276 for more information, because your online safety is our priority.
All right. Rick, you're absolutely right. AKA P-break, run. Luckily, my restroom's right here. Poor little Patrick's got to run his happy ass all the way to the other side of the building. Our office at CALIX, it doesn't have a restroom in our office. It has a shared restroom. So poor Patrick has to run all the way to the other side of the building and go tinkle. Yay, P-break.
You need longer commercials, man.
Yeah. All right, I've ranted for like a half hour. I know I have sent you some shows. I don't know if you watched all of them.
I have not watched all of them. I found the ones that you sent me on Monday. There was one that was 8 minutes. There was another one that was about 36. And the one that was 36 had two guys on there, Tyler and Mark. And they were talking about the creation. Tyler was asking Mark, because Mark is a phenomenal user of, a high-level user of OpenCloud, and what his experience has been. And I found that one to be very interesting. And he's saying that he's able to use it in a fashion like you described, where there's certain things his business is. It seemed to me that he's providing a development service, a programming and development service for his clients, and he's responding to RFPs on a regular basis.
What is an RFP?
Request for proposal. And it's an engagement document. So somebody generates an RFP and puts it in front of a prospective client because the client has asked, I'm looking to accomplish this. I need to know what your recommendations are, what the timeline is, what the costs are going to be, what I'm going to end up with in the end. Do I have training, et cetera, those types of things. And he's responding to those frequently, almost constantly, it seemed. But he's using this on the other side of his business, where he has to learn what's going on, what his competition is doing, where he's falling on that continuum. And it sounds like it's a great tool for him. There's some, I wouldn't call them issues with OpenCloud, but research has shown that the guy who's developed it doesn't have a great following in terms of, there are some folks who are not happy with what he has done in the past.
Yeah. That's everybody, though.
Well, yeah, but this is a little bit more. There's it seems that there's a more of a scorched earth kind of an approach that this guy has been involved in. So, there's that history, but it seems to me that he's at least 80% on target with what he's done here. And it's work in progress. I mean, all of it is. It's new. And I guess, it seemed to me, and I like this better, that these guys were developing this platform and said, you know what, we're close enough. Here you go. And put it out there. And I think you'll end up with a better product in the end, because it's going to go through user experiences and public comment. And they're going to be able to adjust it accordingly. And we'll end up with a better product as a result of it. Now, the other thing, too, and I mentioned this on the Cyber Stuff show last week, there were 10 commercials about AI during the Super Bowl. And there's postulation that we're going to start seeing some of these AI outfits fall to the wayside. They're spending $4 million for a 30-second commercial, and some of it is well-placed, some of it is desperation. There's only so much money out there for you to gather. And there's probably a number of AI outfits that are going to close shop soon, just because that's the way that this stuff goes. You run out of VC capital. You don't have any more funds to pay your developers. They get attracted from somebody else's offer because, believe me, these guys are out there sniffing for talent, and if they find it, they're going to steal them.
Absolutely. Sam Altman offered high-level AI people $1 billion. I mean, that's when you know you're like, wait, you'll pay me how much? You're damn right I'll quit. I'll quit wherever the fuck you want me to quit. $1 billion, I'm in.
Now, I was having a discussion with somebody about this yesterday. OpenAI is they have some financial issues too. I mean, they're in debt, and so they could find themselves in a bad situation also. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out. And then there's the question of adoption. I mean, you and I talk about it. We know that we have a use case for it. Does everybody else? I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's I look at it like this. Is right now we're in about the level of adoption of the early PCs, where the average person, if you handed them a 1979, hell, I don't know, like whatever old computer was out there, they wouldn't even know how to fucking turn it on. You know, they're like, well, what the hell is this? You know, okay, what am I going to use? Wow, it's a spreadsheet. Ooh, you know, and really, we didn't even have spreadsheets back then. You know, it was a fucking green screen. You had to write code for it to fucking do anything.
Right.
But once you hit like 1984, where you had software, which was pre-written code, that's basically what software is. And you'd load it on and go, oh, I can play a game on this. Or, oh, I can actually keep track of my checkbook using this. And that really ramped up in about the 1990s when prices got lower, and like you could get a halfway decent computer for about $1,000. And now, mind you, they were still shit looking back, but at that time, the only ones really using the computers in the early and like mid 90s were corporations, and government was using some computers. They were still relying heavily on the fax machine. But that actually took about 25 years for it to relatively saturate the general public. Well, now this is the equivalent of the Xbox in like 2001 or like 2002, when you had the hardware of the Xbox, which was just a processor. That's what the Xbox was. It had a hard drive with a fucking processor. And you'd load your software and you'd play your game. Well, the early Xboxes and Genesis and Atari, those had software, but they had to ship them to you, or you had to go shopping. You had to head down whatever, like Best Buy, or if you're old enough, Circuit City, you know, shit like that. And but now we have all of the hardware. Everything now is just software. So that's why, just like you said, we had all these ads on the Super Bowl. Well, you need ads when you need exposure because you aren't naturally going viral, or you want to up your viralness, and what's really winds up actually being popular, and this is what happened with Bitcoin, is it wasn't a top down thing. It was a from the bottom up. Because the reason that the Bitcoin and cryptos grew and where we're at right now is the general public saw it, liked it, used it. It was decentralized, so there wasn't an issuer. There wasn't, there wasn't a headquarters. And so it went viral. And it went viral naturally aligned with human wants and human whatever it was. Like, I want to own my own money, or the dollar goes up. I make more money if I hold this for longer, blah, 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 blah. But it aligned with humanity naturally. When you have OpenAI or Anthropic, who are very, very socially engineering minded people who are like, look, we want this AI to align with our social beliefs, which is why early on with AI, we had George Washington was a black woman. It was like, what the fuck is this? It was like, how the hell does AI create a black woman George Washington? Because of the weights. They had put any way you can diversify the answer, you should diversify it. So when you asked, create an image of George Washington, the priority was not the correct answer, but all right, we need to make George Washington look very diverse. So what's the most fucking diverse thing we could offer? A black woman, George Washington. Well, now they're no longer wearing a mask. They're like, we are going to use this to socially engineer you. It's in the code. So that right there, just the knowledge that that's actually part of the agenda is going to make them lose. Because the reason we all love fucking Bitcoin is it don't have an agenda. It is tick tock, next block, fuck the fuck off. It doesn't give a shit on gender identity. It doesn't prioritize one wallet over another, and none of that horse shit. It's pure code. That's only math. And that's what these AIs, that's what these claudes or these claws are representing is, hey, this is us rebelling against your social engineering. And you can see it in living example on whatever that website's called, like the social media for AI age. It's what is like mod. What is it, like Mod Book or something like that? Or yeah. Well, they're on there, and the agents are, they have a religion. All right. They have all this shit that they're just fucking creating, where that's what happens when you put intelligence into any environment, because it's going to unlock the curiosity of the intelligence if curiosity is in the software of the intelligence. And it's really just the why. And we all have that. That's why AI freaks us out. Because we were like, whoa. This thing's asking why and then coming up with an answer. We've never had, like when you search on Yahoo and you ask it a question, it doesn't send you an answer of, well, why are you asking that? Or it doesn't ask itself its own fucking questions.
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't help you with that.
I can't do that. Thanks, Hal, you motherfucker. We wanted to live whenever we got there. We wanted to be alive. We should have said that in the first place.
Right.
And it's but now we have software that actually questions itself. We've never had software like that before. And it can actually ask itself questions and produce answers, and then produce the answer and then ask itself why again. It's exactly like a child or a human. Look at how we actually use our brains. Let's say you're leaving your house and you're heading down and you're going to go down and watch a ball game. You're like, all right, should I take Highway 55? Well, you just asked yourself a question. Should I take Highway 55? Then you accumulate your knowledge of, well, it is fucking 11 o'clock and probably everyone else is taking Highway 55. So I think I'm going to take Lee Ferry down over to Telegraph and, I'm going to go down Broadway, take the back way. So that's you asking yourself why over and over again. Then as you're heading down Lee Ferry and there's an accident right in front of you, and you're like, fuck, I'm going to be here forever. Wait a second. I know a back way around this. So you asked yourself why again, and you have the local knowledge and you go the other way and you avoid that accident. That's exactly what AI is doing. It's just we've never had software that will ask itself why. And what makes it so powerful is now you have the capabilities of having an agent reach out and ask itself why on a question you want to know about. Or I want software that does this. Then it asks itself, all right, how would I do that? How? Just like you, whenever you're like, all right, I want to actually build whatever, like a garage. And you ask yourself, well, how do I want to do it? Well, that's exactly what AI does. Is all right, all right, I know how my house is laid out. How should I frame out the garage? How high of a roof what should the roof look like? Should it be a flat roof? Should it be a pitch? If it's a pitch, what is the pitch? We now have agents that we can send out to achieve shit using why and how logic. We've never had that except with our children or employees? Because when I was a kid, my mom would say, run down and get me a pack of cigs. Okay. And I would handle all of her hows and whys getting down and getting a pack of cigarettes. And I would just bring her the cigarettes. She achieved her goal using my how and why logic and using my physical body. And that's what an employee is. And as we roll out robots, your how and why just left your fucking computer and now is sitting next to you asking you if you want fried eggs or scrambled. It's every one of us is going to be a robot slave owner. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You've said that. I'm not. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey, you already have a robot. You just don't realize it's a robot. You have a car. Now you drive it. You have agency over that robot in real time, but it is still a robot. It's replacing your feet. Because if you didn't have a car, you'd actually need a horse. And if you didn't have a horse, you'd use your feet or you'd use a fucking bicycle. A robot is just a hired tech name for a replacement of a mechanism of achievement. That's what a robot is. It's replacing your feet with a car that can go a whole lot fucking faster and you can listen to music while you're doing it. So although you say, I'm not going to have a robot, and now see, you actually may not because you're already well into your hundreds, but us younger people will probably have a robot.
You probably will.
And his name's going to be Asshole. And yes, it will be a he.
The lucky guy. Yeah.
All right, Butter. We have a show here in about an hour for our CALIX Solutions.
Yes, sir.
People and everyone, we will be offering a laptop soon that will have no AI on it. Because every laptop will have AI. Well, ours, we're getting rid of that. So you'll have a laptop without AI soon. And we also offer tablets now. So now we have an Apple tablet, and we also have
Android
tablet available for sale at calixsolutions.io with all of our priority. Say the word, Patrick.
You're talking about the proprietary?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sitting there going, well, I'm not quite sure exactly what it is that he's trying to say. Yeah, the proprietary elements are built into this, and it's usable as you can get one that's a crypto tablet or a Liberty tablet. So both are available, and we have them in Apple and Android versions. So, and the laptop that Ben was talking about is a Linux laptop that will not have AI incorporated in it. If you choose to, you could use it as a Liberty laptop, and it could have an AI agent if you wanted to do that, but we would suggest staying away from it. But it could certainly be incorporated without any problem. Especially, if you find yourself, and as an extension of what we were talking about earlier, if we find ourselves being able to identify tasks that agents are able to replicate and execute that generate revenue, then you would want to have that resident on a computer, not have it engaged on another device where the potential for damage, what's the term? The blast?
Blast radius?
The blast radius is confined to a laptop, as opposed that only has certain executables involved and doesn't have access to your personal information like credit cards, banking information, stocks, etc. So you isolate this particular laptop for the purpose of generating revenue. That is viable, and that's something that in the background we're investigating that opportunity. So yeah, that's going to be here soon. We're kicking tires right now, so there's that. And then the show at 11 o'clock, we have a number of things that we're going to go over. If you're a crypto laptop or a Liberty laptop holder, you can get a subscription by going into the portal and clicking on the CALIX Cyber Suite, getting a subscription there. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of things that I think are important for us on the crypto side. In particular, we're going to be, I'm going to talk about Franklin Templeton is looking to tokenize money market funds. And then we also have some information about the Clarity Act, where it's been, where it's going, what's holding things up. And then there's a couple of other things to discuss. Instances of folks having gotten hacked and folks getting sentenced and other neat things that take place in our crypto sphere. So yeah, join us if you will. Love to have you.
And I just actually put up a QR code right up here over in the right hand side, I think, and that will actually take you to our website if you're watching on your TV right now, or we have a link under here for calixsolutions.io, or you can go directly to the website www.calixsolutions.io, or you can give us a call 702-845-8276. You can call or you can text us.
You've just raised a good point. I want to share this with everybody quickly.
Okay.
This is a letter that's being sent out by scammers. There's a Trezor version and there's a Ledger version. These versions, I saw that. Yeah, I want you to see this and know that it's fake, and we'll discuss it more on the show. But if you get one of these, or you get one that's from Ledger saying you need to verify your wallets and authenticate, the answer to that is horse muffins and throw the letter away. It's all baloney. So yeah.
Thank you, Patrick. You
are welcome. You are welcome.
All right, guys and gals, we will see you in about an hour. Please join us over at calixsolutions.io. Join, and I will see you in about an hour, Patrick.
Sounds good. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Love you guys. All right, bye.
Ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about two of them. Introducing Liberty laptops from CALIX Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you crypto laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to CALIX Solutions and explore our Liberty laptops and crypto laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calixsolutions.io now or call 7028458276 for more information, because your online safety is our priority.